What if you were brought back from the dead, only to become death itself? What if the very skills meant to save your soul turned you into a contract killer? And what if your final mission forced you to choose between a fortune and redemption? This is Elektra, a story of resurrection, revenge, and the razor-thin line between darkness and light. Welcome to Plot in Minutes, where we break down your favorite movies so you don't miss a single detail. If you're new here, hit that like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe for more epic movie recaps. And if you haven't already, check out our Daredevil recap to see how Elektra's journey began. Our story begins not with life, but with death conquered. Elektra Natchios, killed in the events of Daredevil, shouldn't exist. But a blind martial arts master named Stick has other plans. He resurrects her and brings her to his hidden compound, where ancient warriors practice kimagure, a mystical fighting discipline that doesn't just predict the future, it can literally bring back the dead. Imagine having that power, seeing what's coming before it arrives, reversing death itself. But there's a cost. Kimagure demands emotional purity, complete control, absolute peace. And Elektra, she's drowning in rage, the kind of fury that burns in your chest and never lets go. So Stick does the unthinkable. He expels her, kicks her out of the only place that could have saved her soul. So, what does a woman with supernatural combat skills and unresolved trauma do? She becomes a contract killer. The best money can buy, years pass. Elektra has perfected her craft. We see her infiltrate a fortress-like compound, cutting through guards like shadows in the dark. Her target? A man named DeMarco. She eliminates him with surgical precision. Just another day at the office. But elsewhere, in the shadows where ancient evil lurks, the Hand, a crime syndicate of supernatural ninja assassins, is hunting something they call the treasure. Not gold, not jewels, something far more valuable. Master Roshi, leader of the Hand, wants the treasure captured alive. His son Kirigi, cold, ruthless, efficient, argues that if they can't possess it, they must destroy it. They compromise. Hire the best assassin in the world to eliminate the treasure. They hire Elektra. Her agent McCabe gets the call. The money enormous, unusually large. The catch? Elektra must wait in a rented island home for several days before learning her target's names. Strange, but the price is right. She accepts. Now, here's where we learn something crucial about Elektra. She has OCD. She counts. She organizes. She needs control because control is all that keeps the chaos at bay. And the chaos? It comes at night in the form of nightmares. Ghosts from her childhood. The memory of her mother's murder. The locket she took from her mother's corpse. The one thing she never lets go. Elektra is broken. Functional. Deadly. But broken. During her wait, something unexpected happens. A girl tries to steal her necklace. Her name is Abby, and she's fearless, impulsive, exactly the kind of spirit Elektra once had. Elektra sends her away, but fate has other plans. While meditating, Elektra meets Abby's father, Mark Miller. He's kind, wounded in his own way. His wife died in a car accident in Baltimore. He's raising Abby alone. And despite every wall Elektra has built, she feels something. Connection, possibility, hope. Abby invites Elektra to dinner. During their time together, Elektra notices something familiar. Abby has OCD too. That compulsive counting, that need for order. They're mirrors of each other. And then the targets are revealed. Mark and Abby Miller. Elektra must kill the first people she's connected with in years. The girl who reminds her of herself. The man who made her feel human again. Here's the moment that changes everything. Elektra refuses. She spares them. She walks away from the contract, from the money, from everything she's built her life around. But the hand doesn't accept failure. Assassins attack. Elektra returns just in time, using her precognitive abilities, those gifts from Kimagur she could never fully master, to see attacks before they happen. She saves Mark and Abby, but now they're all targets. Master Roshi is furious. He unleashes his son Kirigi with a team of supernatural killers. Typhoid, who kills with a poisonous kiss, Stone, a massive warrior, Kinku, who controls wind and blades, and Tattoo, whose ink comes alive as deadly creatures. Elektra tries to hand Mark and Abby over to Stick to let someone else protect them. But Stick, in his mysterious way, scolds her. This is her test, her chance at redemption. Mark drops a bomb. He knows why they're being hunted. The hand killed his wife while searching for Abby. But he won't tell Elektra why. Not yet. They flee to McCabe's country house, but Kirigi's team is already there. McCabe, loyal to the end, sacrifices himself so they can escape through a hidden exit into the orchard. The forest becomes a battlefield. Elektra kills the hulking Stone. Abby and Mark work together to take down Kinku with his own dagger. But then Elektra sees something that shocks her. Abby has martial arts skills. Natural, instinctive, genius-level skills. That's when Typhoid strikes, kissing Elektra and delivering her venom. Elektra begins to die. Kirigi captures Abby. Just when all seems lost, Stick arrives with his chase ninjas, forcing Kirigi's team to retreat. Stick saves Elektra's life. And now, the truth comes out. Abby isn't just a girl, she's the treasure, a martial arts prodigy, a motherless daughter prophesied to tip the balance between good and evil. The hand wants to corrupt her. The chase wants to protect her. But here's the revelation that shatters Elektra's world. She was a treasure too. Her mother didn't die in some random attack. She died in the war between the chaste and the hand, because of Elektra. And Stick? He set up this entire contract knowing Elektra would be offered the job. This was all a test. Could Elektra choose compassion over killing? Elektra astrally projects herself to Kirigi and issues a challenge. Fight me. Winner takes Abby. She returns to her childhood home, the place where all her nightmares began. And there, in that haunted space, she remembers. Kirigi killed her mother. They fight. Kirigi is brutal, efficient, unstoppable. He defeats Elektra, but Abby arrives, engaging him just long enough for Elektra to recover. They flee into a hedge maze. Tattoo separates them with living snakes, capturing Abby. Elektra hunts him down and kills him, freeing Abby from his serpentine trap. Round 2 with Kirigi. This time, Elektra is ready. She kills her mother's murderer. Revenge, finally achieved. But Typhoid has one last move. She gives Abby the kiss of death. The girl falls, dies. Elektra kills Typhoid in a rage, and then faces the ultimate test. Can she do what Stick's training promised? Can she resurrect the dead? She centers herself. Lets go of the rage, lets go of the pain, and brings Abby back to life. Mark comes for his daughter. He and Elektra share a kiss, a promise of what might have been, and a goodbye to what can never be. As Elektra leaves her childhood home for the final time, Stick is waiting. They exchange words, an understanding between master and student. Elektra has finally learned the lesson. She's found her balance. Abby and Mark will be safe. And Elektra? She walks into an uncertain future. No longer just a weapon, but something more. Something human. And that's Elektra, a story of resurrection, redemption, and the choice between darkness and light. If you enjoyed this recap, smash that like button, leave a comment with your thoughts on the movie, and subscribe to Plot in Minutes for more epic breakdowns. Don't forget to check out our Daredevil recap to see where Elektra's story began. What did you think of Elektra? Let me know in the comments below.